This is an educational podcast, or EduCast, created by Jim House, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Communication Arts Technology at Allegheny College of Maryland. For more information about Allegheny College of Maryland, please visit us on the web at allegheny.edu. Viruses are one of the biggest threats to the security of your computer files. In 1981, there was one known computer virus. Today, the count exceeds 70,000. Between 600 and 900 new viruses appear every month. Viruses are spreading more rapidly than ever. The Michelangelo virus infected 75,000 computers in 7 months. The Melissa virus reached 3.5 million computers in 10 hours. And a virus called I Love You took only 3 hours to reach 72 million. Today, MyDoom, Sasser, and Netsky infections affect hundreds of millions of computers despite vigorous eradication efforts. Computer viruses invade all types of computers, including mainframes, servers, personal computers, and even handheld computers. To defend your computer against viruses, you should understand what they are and how they work, and how to use antivirus software. The term malicious code, sometimes called malware, refers to any program or set of program instructions designed to surreptitiously enter a computer and disrupt its normal operations. Malicious code, including viruses, worms, and Trojan horses, is created and unleashed by individuals referred to as hackers or crackers. The term hacker originally referred to a highly skilled computer programmer. Today, however, the terms hacker and cracker usually refer to anyone who uses a computer to gain unauthorized access to data, steal information, distribute viruses, or crash computer systems. Spreading a computer virus is a crime in many countries, including the United States. A computer virus is a set of program instructions that attaches itself to a file, reproduces itself, and spreads to other files. It can corrupt files, destroy data, display an irritating message, or otherwise disrupt computer operations. A common misconception is that viruses spread themselves from one computer to the other, but they can replicate themselves only on the host computer. Viruses spread because people distribute infected files by exchanging disks and CDs, sending email attachments, exchanging music on file-sharing networks, and downloading software from the web. Be cautious of floppy disks, homemade CDs, and websites that contain games and other supposedly fun stuff. Check these files with antivirus software before you copy and or use them. In addition to replicating itself, a virus might deliver a payload which could be as harmless as displaying an annoying message or as devastating as corrupting the data on your computer's hard disk. A trigger event, such as a specific date, can unleash some viruses. For example, the Michelangelo virus triggers on March 6th, the birthday of the artist Michelangelo. A virus can be classified as a file virus, boot sector virus, or macro virus. A file virus infects application programs such as games. A boot sector virus infects the system files your computer uses every time you turn it on. These viruses can cause widespread damage and recurring problems. A macro virus infects a set of instructions called a macro, a miniature program that usually contains legitimate instructions to automate document worksheet productions. A Trojan horse is a computer program that seems to perform one function while actually doing something else. Technically, it's not the same as a virus because unlike a virus, a Trojan horse is not designed to make copies of itself. Trojan horses are notorious for stealing passwords. For example, one Trojan horse arrives in an email attachment named picture.exe, which leads you to believe you've received some type of graphics software. If you open this file, however, it searches for America Online user information and tries to steal your login and email passwords. Trojan horses can also generate official-looking forms that are actually fake. Many Trojan horses have backdoor capability, which allows unauthorized access to victims' computers. A backdoor allows remote hackers to download and execute files to your computer, upload a list of other infected computers, and use your computer as a relay station for breaking into their computers. Some Trojan horses delete files and cause other trouble. Although a Trojan horse is not defined as a program that replicates itself, some Trojan horses do contain a virus which can replicate and spread. Other Trojan horses are carried by worms. Virus experts use the term blended threat to describe threats that combine more than one type of malicious program. Common blended threats include Trojan horse virus combinations and worm virus combinations. A worm is designed to spread from one computer to the other. Most worms take advantage of communication networks, especially the internet, to travel within email and TCP/IP packets, jumping from one computer to another. Some worms simply spread throughout a network. Others also deliver payloads that vary from harmless messages to malicious file deletions. Mass mailing worms have become especially troublesome. A mass mailing worm spreads by sending itself every address in the address book of an infected computer. Mass mailing worms such as Klez, Netsky, MyDoom, and Bagel have made headlines and caused havoc on personal computers, LANs, and internet servers. To make these worms difficult to track, the from line in the affected message sometimes contains a spoofed address of a randomly selected person from the address book rather than the address of the computer that actually sent the mail. The current crop of viruses, Trojan horses, and worms cause various problems ranging from displaying harmless messages to bringing down websites. The following list of malware activities illustrates why everyday computer users and security specialists are concerned. When worms are active, they generate traffic on LANs in the internet. Service deteriorates as download time increases for files, web pages, and email messages. A denial of service attack is designed to generate a lot of activity on a network by flooding its servers with useless traffic. Enough traffic to overwhelm the server's processing capability, essentially bringing all communications to a halt. Successful denial-of-service attacks have been launched against Microsoft, the White House, and the controversial internet and ad agency DoubleClick. Some worms block users from accessing certain websites and can change your homepage setting. They can also set up a redirection routine that downloads malicious code from an infected website, even when you enter a legitimate web address. Many viruses are designed to delete files on a personal computer's hard disk. Some malicious code modifies the Windows registry and can even cause system instability. Trojan horses are notorious for backdoors to steal passwords and credit card numbers. Worms can also scan files and websites for email addresses. Malicious code requires system resources to send mail and scan files. While a virus or worm is active, your computer might seem to perform slower than normal. Some viruses, called retroviruses, are designed to attack antivirus software by deleting the files that contain virus descriptions or corrupting the main executable virus scanning program. One antivirus vendor calls them anti-antivirus viruses. Antivirus software is a set of utility programs that can look for and eradicate viruses, Trojan horses, and worms. The essential software is available for handheld computers, personal computers, and servers. Popular antivirus software for personal computers includes McAfee Virus Scan, Norton Antivirus, and F-Secure Antivirus. A checksum is a number calculated by combining the binary values of all the bytes in a file. Each time you run an application, antivirus software calculates the checksum and compares it to the previous checksum. If any byte in the application program is changed, the checksum will be different and the antivirus software assumes the virus is present. Today's viruses, Trojan horses, and worms are not limited to infecting program files, so modern antivirus software attempts to locate viruses by searching your computer's file and memory for virus signatures. A virus signature is a section of the virus program that has a unique series of instructions that can be used to identify a known virus, much like a fingerprint is used to identify an individual. Multi-part type viruses are able to infect multiple types of targets. For example, a multi-part type virus might combine the characteristics of a file virus, which hides in the exe file, and a boot sector virus, which hides in the boot sector. If your antivirus software looks at a particular virus only in the .exe, the virus could escape detection by hiding the boot sector as well. Polymorphic viruses mutate to escape detection by changing their signatures. Stealth viruses remove their signatures from a disk-based file and temporarily conceal themselves in memory. Antivirus software can find stealth viruses only by scanning memory. Unfortunately, antivirus software is not 100% reliable. On rare occasions, it might not identify a virus or might conclude that your computer has a virus when one does not actually exist. Despite these rare mistakes, the protection you get is worth the required investment of time and money. Remember that without antivirus software, your computer is susceptible to all the little nasty programs that can cause damage to your files and irritate the friends whose computers you infect. A virus hoax usually arrives as an email message containing dire warnings about the supposedly new virus on the loose. When you receive an email message about a virus, don't panic. Many of them are hoaxes. If you're uncertain, check one of the many antivirus websites. There you can look up an alleged virus by name to see if it's a real threat or a hoax. If the virus is a real threat, the antivirus website can provide information to determine whether your computer has been infected. You can also find instructions for eradicating the virus and updating the list of virus definitions your computer antivirus software uses. This has been an EduCast podcast brought to you by Jim House and Allegheny College of Maryland.